What's up guys and welcome to this video. Today I have Bruno with me. He is from Nottingham and he came second at the LPG event in Nottingham with Androids. So welcome to the channel, Bruno.
Yellow.
Yeah, and congratulations on winning the Untapped tournament as well. So um, yeah, so Bruno, you played Androids and you're quite well known for playing sort of Cell Chain, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been playing this deck since set two. Played the red green version, and then when set three came about, I switched to Cell leader, and then set four came about, I changed to androids again. So yeah, I've been playing androids a lot.
Yeah, nice.
Or Cell chain a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's very solid. It's always been very solid. Um, but yeah, so this is the build that you played for Nottingham that we've got here. As you said to me before, it's quite standard, but there are some bits in here which are not standard, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you want to just go through certain choices that you made?
Okay, so I think with set four, the things that are a little bit more different from this version of the others that I've seen before are the Relentless Destruction Mirror instead of the Toas, and the Dr. Jiro Evil's Inventor. And the reason why I'm playing the Relentless Destruction Mirror is because I am playing the Dr. Jiro Evil's Inventor. If I was not playing the Dr. Jiro, I would play Toas, but because Dr. Jiro can fetch or can find the mirrors, I think that's much better than the 5k that mirror or that Toa can give to your leader. And the reason why I'm running the Dr. Jiros when I saw a lot of lists that didn't is because I felt, and Kyle helped me with this deck, Kyle McKenzie. We felt that it was really important to get the pieces by turn three, and without the Dr. Jiros, the list that we saw sometimes ran more Android 17 or Android 18, but that doesn't help getting the cell, the first cell. So we thought it was really important to run them. And so after making that choice, then the Relentless Destruction Mirror was an easy pick instead of the Toa.
Okay.
Another thing that's a little bit different is the four Energy Guard androids instead of the 417s, four Dreadful Duos and three Energy Guard, for example, because the way that I ended up playing this deck, I ended up being a little bit more aggressive than I think most people are, and I really liked to, on the second turn, to drop the Energy Guard Android 17 and attack with it, putting pressure on the opponent to make sure that their life was low, or that they were just spending cards from their hand, which was fine with me. And that made it that I really wanted to see a Energy Guard Android 17 in my hand, so I could play it, and so that made the choice also easy to play for. The other different things, I guess, is just using two Destined Krillin. I thought that more than two made it a little bit clunky. I just felt that if I got one, that was more than enough. I never felt like I wanted to see more than one. Maybe again because of my more aggressive slant or my aggressive way to play the deck. And other than that, I think the deck is pretty standard. There's one Champa, just again to be able to close the games after the cell chain, because I've been putting pressure in the early game. If the cell chain resolves and they are at 5 or at 4, it was very nice to have a double strike Champa in hand to just close out the games with newfound power Songo, and also after the cell chain, to just a lot of crit power coming off of the cell chain.
Yeah, did you feel that you saw Champa enough at one?
I think it was enough. I saw them like 3 or 4 times during the day, and it was useful. I didn't feel like I needed it more. But whenever I was playing a deck that I didn't want the negates, or I didn't want that many negates, I would always bring the Champa back in and took a negate out.
Okay, nice, nice. So I think we'll go through the side deck by just going through your matchups and then seeing what came in. So yeah, do you remember what your matchups were like on the day?
Yeah, so my first matchup was against Guinea Veggies, and
Nice.
the first game was just Guinea Veggies being Guinea Veggies, and
Yeah.
I was dead like by 10-3 or something. The next two games, I brought in the minus kill zones, the Chronoas, the speedy surprise attacks, and the Mask Saiyans. To be fair, I don't remember what I took out, but I took out a lot of stuff to get them in.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that I know that I took out the relentless destruction mirrors. I probably took out all the full power energies. Maybe the Krillins. Maybe the combo killers. And yeah, so the point of it was just to stop Shigesh and to with the Chronoas, with the minus Killy zone to take care of the Cold Bloodlust,
Mm.
and with the speedy surprise attacks and Mask Saiyans to take care of Kabas, just to make sure that there was no shenanigans.
Yeah.
So the two games after the first were fairly easy because of that, because I did have access to my sideboard cards to Chronoas and to minus Killy Zone, so it wasn't very close.
Yeah, yeah, and you play three of each, so definitely
Yeah.
drew into them.
My second game, so I'm forgetting one of the matches, and actually I think it was the second, so I don't remember who I played on the second match,
Okay.
but on the third match I played against Hero Maidens.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was a weird game to play because I wasn't very used to those cards, and the hero leader made it even more weird.
Hmm.
But it was I went to 0. I don't remember what I brought in. I think I brought the I think I just brought in the furthering destruction champa probably, and took out the full power. I think that was probably all
Yeah.
all I
I
did.
think the cell chain probably put in a lot of work. They've got a
Yeah,
lot of combo pieces in that deck, so
yeah. I cell chained them both games, and it was although there was one game, one of them that it was actually close, and I won because he attacked me once, and I got a negate from my life, and then he was going to attack for a
ah,
game, but I negated him, and then when it was my turn, he was at 1 or 2 or something, and I was just able to kill him.
okay.
Um, but yeah. Then my fourth match was against Kyle. He was playing. He's from Nottingham also.
Mm.
He was playing Hero. Oh, no, he was playing Pen Blue Red,
Yeah.
and it was a 2-0 win. Also, I was able to cell chain him the first game, and then was able to make sure that he didn't have cards in hand to chain Zeno with Relentless Smear, I think. And the second game, I think he didn't have the chain Zeno cards in hand to take me out of my pieces. So then I just sell him and kill them after that.
Right.
Also,
Okay.
and against him, I don't think I brought a lot. Also, I think I just brought the further destruction champa. Um, I just think I
Yeah.
did that.
I assume you test a lot with him, so you know his
Yeah,
deck inside out.
yeah. And the funny thing is, when we play on Antep, I rarely win against him. Because on Untap, for some reason, if I'm not playing on a tournament, for example, I just don't play as well, and I make a lot of mistakes. So it I thought that it wasn't going to go very well, but it was okay.
Yeah.
Um, and then for my fifth match, I played Josh. He's also from Nottingham.
Mm.
He was playing Trunks Storm, and I lost my first match because he just killed me with storm things. But for my sideboard games, my plan was to just take out the cell chain, so the 5 and 7 drops, and just put in the black double strike cards, so the Foos, the Mask Saiyans, the Furthering Destruction Champa, and the 2 Speedy Surprise attacks. I took out something else, I don't remember what. Because the plan was to just defend the first couple of turns, and then they normally just go down to 3 or 2 or 1 life.
Yeah.
Then just kill them with the backswing, which was the case for the last two games that I won. So I finished the Swiss 5-0, and then
Nice.
when I went to top 8, I played Liam, who is also from Nottingham. He was playing Baby deck.
Baby, yeah.
Yeah, I won 2-0 also. Against him, I think I only brought the Champa probably. I don't really remember these matches, but these sideboard plans, because I don't think there's a lot that I would change anyway. So I don't know if I did.
Yeah, I did a deck profile with him before, and he was saying how Deathboard just does nothing against you because everything's 20k.
Yeah, so I because I knew of that card, I made sure that I was just not attacking before I was at or not playing anything before I was at 4, just to make sure that didn't happen. Yeah. Or I think yeah, both games I just sold in turn 3, I think. So that really didn't come up a lot. Because I think he had to use the Revenge Death Ball in my cell just to defend, so then I could play my androids. So it wasn't very useful. Then top 4, or semifinals, I played against Josh again. Okay. Same game plan, but this time I won 2-0. So it was nice. And finals, I played against Hero Storm. And I was completely destroyed. It wasn't even close. It was awful. It was really. I just tested a little bit against Hero Blue Yellow because there was nobody in our shop playing it, and I played with Kyle a little bit with it. But that deck is night and day if you know how to play it. If you know how to play it, it's a monster. If you're not very used to it, or if you don't know exactly when to stop, because there's a lot of situations where if you just keep going, it happens. I think what happened to Josh, which is you just keep going. I already have sometimes I already had more cards in hand than he had, but he kept going, and so then it's easy to stop. But when I played against I forgot the guy's Niall. When I played against him, he always had an advantage. Although on the first game, actually, now that I'm remembering, on the first game, because I went first, I was able to sell Chen in turn 3, and I left him with 3 cards, and he untapped and killed me. He untapped and killed me. I was like, what the hell happened? And I was at 6 when I did it, at 6 life. So I was like, wow. What's going on? Is this real life? And yeah, and then on the second game, I did the same thing. I took the cell chain out, but again, he was a very experienced player. He played a little bit differently. If I had the cell chain in my deck, I would have been able to cell chain him the second game. But at the same time, I don't know if that would have done anything, because he might have just killed me right after. Anyway. Yeah. So yeah, so that was my day.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you did very well. Came first in Swiss. Just an unlucky matchup in the final. I think that was always going to be stacked against you, that particular matchup.
There's just one thing in the sideboard that I didn't get to use, but I felt really good about in testing, which was the Kenshin Han.
Yeah.
And something that I realized was that against U7 Frieza, if I don't awaken, it's really bad. And
Yes.
I only had the newfound power Sangohan in the main deck to do that. And bringing in the two Tenchin Hands was really good for two reasons. One, to self awaken, and two, sometimes they just have the Frieza, or they just drop the Goku attack a couple of times to clear the table and leave it there. So it was really good for those two situations. And I was a little bit sad that I didn't get to use it, but yeah, it was. I think it was a good sideboard card in our testing. So
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I don't think there were any U7 in the top 8 actually.
um,
So
I don't think so. Yeah.
no, no. But yeah. Moving forward into set 5, I think with the new releases, you'll still be playing this deck, right?
Yeah, probably not with Ultimate Box and World Martial Arts that's coming in the UK in the 1st or 2nd of November.
Yeah.
Um, from then until set 5, I'll probably play some blue control things, or blue green, or something a little bit different. But then with set 5, I'll probably try it again and see if it's still good.
Yeah, yeah. It is looking good so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, is there anything you want to add? Any changes you would make? Or
After the tournament, I didn't play with the deck again. I've been trying other things just for fun. I've been playing Jiren and stuff like that. But
okay, nice.
I was really happy with the deck. I I really I was really happy. I don't think I had enough experience, and I still don't have enough experience with the Hero Storm matchup to know if I should change anything. I don't think so. I think it's fine the way it is, because it worked against every other matchup. Um, I don't think I would change anything. No.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No. No. I'm not really sure if there's anything you could add. I mean, perhaps. Android 16 might help, but I mean, it's too slow, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can drop the 17 in turn 2. But so yeah. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for doing that, Bruno.
No problem.
And are you going to any bigger tournaments in the future?
Mm, maybe there's one in Sheffield. I don't know if it's going to be big, but
Oh,
one
right,
of
the
those.
Patriot Games one.
I'm not sure the name of the store, but it's one of those BCC Euro tournaments with a lot of nice prizes just for participation. So I'm thinking about going to that one.
Okay.
And tournament is UK tournament is coming up. I'll probably play on that one too.
Cool.
Hopefully it's going
Great.
to be a little bit larger.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hopefully. I want to get involved in that as well.
yeah, it was really well organized. So I would say that if people are interested in the game and they don't have a good place to play, or if they literally don't have a place to play, it's a well organized tournament, and everybody was really nice, and it was a very nice experience.
Yeah, fantastic. And you've actually got an exhibition match with Danny Hype next Wednesday, right?
Yes, I'm very pumped about that.
Yeah. So actually, I don't know when this is gonna go out. So it's gonna be Wednesday, the 31st of October. Um. So
Uh,
yep.
yes,
So if you guys are around on Untap about 7:30, right?
I'm not sure about the time yet, but probably it's going to be around that time, 7:38.
Yeah. So yeah, just check that out. Hopefully I can get the footage of that and stick it on the channel as well if you miss it. But yeah, thank you for doing this, Bruno. Do you have any other comments or any shout outs?
Um, no, just to the Nottingham guys. It's always a blast to play with them, and thank you for doing your UK meta reports. They're always cool to watch.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you. So yeah, please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. And if you have any comments, then just stick them below. Any questions for Bruno, I'm sure he would be more than happy to answer them for you.
Yep.
So, yep, that's goodbye from me, and that's bye from Bruno.
See ya.
And I will see you guys next time.